If you can make yourself comfortable and gently close your eyes. This guided sitting meditation will help you to learn to simply be and to look within yourself with mindfulness and equanimity. So we're going to allow ourselves to switch from the usual mode of doing to a mode of non-doing, of simply being. And as you allow your body to become still, bring your attention to the fact that you're breathing. And become aware of the movement of your breath as it comes into your body and it leaves your body. Not manipulating the breath in any way or trying to change it. Simply being aware of it and of the feelings associated with breathing. And observing the breath deep down in your belly. Feeling the abdomen as it expands gently on the in-breath. And as it falls back towards your spine on the out-breath. Being totally here in each moment with each breath. Not trying to do anything, not trying to get any place, simply being with your breath. And you'll find that from time to time, your mind will wander off into thoughts, fantasies, anticipations of the future or the past, worrying, memories, whatever. And when you notice that your attention is no longer here and no longer with your breathing, and without judging yourself, bring your attention back to your breathing and ride the waves of your breathing, fully conscious of the duration of each breath from moment to moment. Every time you find your mind wandering off the breath, gently bringing it back to the present. Back to the moment-to-moment observing of the flow of your breathing. Using your breath to help you tune into a state of relaxed awareness and stillness. Now, as you observe your breathing, you may find from time to time that you're becoming aware of sensations in your body. As you maintain awareness of your breathing, see if it is possible to expand the field of your awareness so that it includes a sense of your body as a whole as you sit here. Feeling your body from head to toe and becoming aware of all the sensations in your body. Being here with whatever feelings and sensations come up in any moment, without judging them, without reacting to them. Just being fully here, fully aware of whatever you're experiencing. And again, whenever you notice that your mind has wandered off, just bringing it back to your breathing and your body as you sit here, not going anywhere, not doing anything, just simply being, simply sitting. Moment to moment, being fully present, fully with yourself. Now as you sit here once again, allowing the field of your awareness to expand further. This time, expanding your awareness to include thoughts as they move through your mind. So letting your breathing and a sense of your body be in the background, and allowing the thinking process itself to be the focus of your awareness. And rather than following individual thoughts and getting involved in the content, and going from one thought to the next, simply seeing each thought as it comes up in your mind as just a thought. Letting the thoughts just come and go as you sit and dwell in stillness, witnessing them and observing them. Whatever they are, just observing them as events in the field of your consciousness. As they come into your awareness and they linger, and as they dissolve. And if you find yourself at any point drawn into this stream of thinking, and you notice that you're no longer observing them, just coming back to observing them as events, using your breathing and the sense of your body to anchor you and stabilize you in the present. The thoughts can take any form, they can have any content, and they can be either neutral or very highly charged. If thoughts come up that have fear in them, then just be aware of fear being here and letting those thoughts come and go. The same for worries, preoccupations, and so on. regardless of the feeling that a thought might create for you. Just observing it as simply a thought and letting it be here without pursuing it or without rejecting it. And noticing that from moment to moment, new thoughts will come and they will go. And if you can take some slow, deep breaths in through your nose, and then exhale slowly through your mouth. You may want to spend some time thinking about the things you're holding on to from your past, things that no longer serve you and that you want to release. And as you're doing this, mentally prepare yourself by telling yourself that you're relaxing, you're releasing, you're preparing to let go. And this is a good thing. And if you feel yourself tensing up at the thought, choose to focus on relaxation. Attempt to come into this exercise without judgment of yourself, without attachment to the issues you're dealing with. Be a witness so you don't get stuck in trying to hold on. And I'd like you to imagine you're walking along a pathway. It can be anywhere you want it to be. Perhaps it's a greenway close by a river. Perhaps it's a pathway familiar to you. Spend as much time as you want walking along this path. In a little while, you come upon a clearing near the edge of the river, like a boat dock. This is a nice area for a boat to be able to take on passengers or cargo. At the edge of the boat dock, you notice a raft. It can be any size you want it to be, small or large. At first you may wonder what it's doing there, but you look back on the bank and notice lots of boxes stacked and ready to be loaded onto the raft. You realize it's your job to start loading those boxes onto the raft. As you're picking up the boxes, you notice they are labeled. Look at the labels. What do they say? You realize that they're labeled with the names of the items you want to release. These boxes are packed full of your excess baggage that you've been carrying in your life. Perhaps they say relationships, or grief, or fear, doubt, pain over any condition. Examine the label to see what is in the box. You continue stacking the boxes on the raft. And you think the raft is getting pretty full. You keep working until all the boxes on the riverbank are loaded onto the raft. It doesn't matter how many boxes are there. There's plenty of room on the raft, even if it looks full. Keep stacking until all the boxes are off the ground and on the raft. After you place the last box on the raft, you step back. Look around the bank to make sure you've got all the boxes. And when satisfied that you've got them all, look at the stacks on the raft and realize this represents your bondage to the past. As you're looking at the boxes on the raft, you notice the raft is beginning to drift away from the bank. The raft floats farther and farther out from the boat dock. And you realize the current of the river is pulling it out, away from you. You begin to feel a sense of relief as you watch the raft drifting farther away from you. You know that spiritually you are being released from the bonds that have kept you tied to your past. For everything there is a season. And now is the season to let go of these things that no longer serve you. Take a deep breath. Notice how much deeper you can breathe. The raft continues to drift away from you. It is pulled into the center of the river's current and begins flowing downstream. A breeze caresses your body and you look up. See how blue the sky is. Do you hear those birds? What an amazing feeling of freedom you feel. Look how blue the water is and how green the trees and shrubs are. Notice how everything is working in perfect harmony to provide a peaceful and healing environment. You can see clearly now how nature provides healing in every situation. Leaves fall off the trees in autumn to make way for new growth in the spring after a period of rest. And you understand that Spirit, God, does the same thing in your life. When you let go of those things that have served their purpose in your life, you're making the way clear for new and better experiences. And this is the way it's supposed to be. The raft continues to move downstream. It appears to be getting smaller and smaller. As it moves away, you lose your sense of attachment to the things in the boxes on the raft. It's even becoming more difficult to remember what was in those boxes. You're happy to see them being taken away. When you're ready, you can turn away from the riverbank and continue on your journey. You can move ahead on the path, moving on around the next curve to wherever it takes you. And as you go along, you're able to observe all that is around you. You are open and receptive to the next experience, knowing you are free from any past restrictions that will limit your ability to receive the blessings of the present and the future. Perhaps you want to open your arms to the sky and express your gratitude with a big sigh of thanksgiving for God's ability to help you heal, to help you release, to help you move forward in your life freely and joyfully, unencumbered by past judgments or unconsciousness. You're able to let go of it all and say yes to your brand new life. You are free to create your new life in any way you see fit. Now that you're free from the past, you have unlimited opportunities ahead, which you welcome with eagerness and anticipation, expecting only good to come from them. You have no preconceived ideas about what you will experience. Allowing yourself to remain open and receptive to the best and highest good that is coming your way. You realize your life is really good and you have the power to make it even better because you have let go of the past. And as this meditation draws to an end, gradually bring ourselves back to our present awareness. Give yourself a few minutes to realign yourself in your environment. Notice the light feeling you have, feeling the true release you allow to happen in your heart, mind, and spirit. And realize you can do this exercise again and again, as many times as needed, until you are fully able to let go of the idea or situation holding you to the past. And I'll count from 10 to 0 before we open our eyes. 10, 9, feeling refreshed and alert. 8, 7, becoming aware of the chair that you're sitting in. 6, 5, becoming aware of the noises outside the room and inside the room. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes.